Your pornography addiction is the fog that's blocking your path, that's blocking the way for you to walk, right? The way that you need to take to get to the next level in your life. How can you see past 10 feet or 20 feet on the road that you're on? How can you see with all that fog in the way? How can you know exactly where you're going if that fog of pornography is in your way? See, y'all gotta listen up closely to this message because this could help a lot of people, a lot of men, right? Even for myself. Porn is something that can fog your brain. The more addicted you become to it, the more it's damaging your dopamine receptors, your brain chemicals, the functionings in your brain that is used to help you think clearly, to articulate yourself, to think, to be able to solve problems, to be quick to speak, to be able to get yourself to the next level. You want to protect your brain from watching that dirty content, okay? Porn can cause a lot of negative implications to the brain. You know, brain fog is the biggest thing. And when you have all that fog in your way, you're not able to see clear enough. You're not able to know where you're going. It's like your path becomes even more uncertain. This is why porn is such a hard thing to break out of. It's like almost like a spell that you gotta like break yourself free from, break away from the spell. Because a part of me really believes that there's witchcraft, you know, spells that is involved with the porn industry, and why so many men and women are addicts, are so attached to it. There's a reason why porn is so easily accessible on the internet, because they want you to be enslaved to your lust desires that are not holy, by the way. It's not good for your brain. It's not good for your eye gates. It's not good for you to consume. So when you're walking this path, you're trying to get to the next step, you're trying to get to the next level, it's going to be hard when you have that fog in your way, because you're not able to know where you're going exactly. You're not able to see the next step. It is the mental fog of your path right now. That's what porn is to a lot of us men and women, especially a lot of men. I still got to bring up women because it affects women too in certain ways, but negatively it affects a lot of dudes. When it comes to getting far in life and accomplishing certain goals, specific goals, your brain has to be in tip-top shape, because your brain is the center of your body. Your brain is the functioning aspect of your body. That's how your body functions. That's how you as a person, you're able to function the way you are because of your brain. Your brain is responsible for a lot of great things in life. A lot of creative ideas can come from your brain. But if your brain is not in the best shape and your brain is susceptible, your brain has been exposed, your chemicals of your brain have been exposed to porn and adult film so many times, your brain is not going to really function as well. When you're overusing your dopamine to get that cheap thrill, you're not going to be able to enjoy life as much, you know, naturally. You know, you're using your brain chemicals for cheap thrills when you're missing out on real life thrills, real activities in life. When you're not getting the natural way of dopamine from doing normal life things, you know what I mean? It's because you're entertaining too many cheap thrills. You have too many bad habits that you're doing on a daily basis. Real life activities begin to feel very dull. Doing hard work is gonna feel like such a chore. It's gonna feel so agonizing. To solve problems is gonna feel such a headache to you. It's not gonna feel natural. It's not gonna feel like something that you can do effectively. When you're working on a research paper, it's like you have to be able to use all your brain power to focus and to concentrate, right, for a long period of time. You know what I mean? But how can you use the fullest power of your brain if you're entertaining cheap dopamine, like porn, like masturbation, etc., eating a whole bunch of junk food, you know, binge watching Netflix all the time, stuff like that? Like those cheap thrills, those cheap dopamines can really like hurt your brain's performance and hurt your ability to think, to focus, to concentrate, to, you know, really solve problems. So that's what I'm really trying to get at here, man, is this is all tied into real life. You're entertaining the screen all the time and this artificial stimulation all the time. You're just fogging up your life. You're fogging up the path. That's why retention, when you practice it, you practice that abstinence, and then on top of that, you're quitting porn. You notice that your life path becomes clearer. It's not as foggy as it once was. The path that you're on is not foggy anymore. It's starting to clear up. Now you can see past 20 feet. You know what I mean? You know how you drive on a road and it's super foggy out? You can barely see the road. You can see a little bit of the road, but you can't see what's really ahead of you. You're unable to see what is ahead of you in your life. You cannot see all the road, all the path. You have to be able to see everything ahead of you. And so that's the point that I really want to get across in this video. Pornography is essentially the fog that is in your life's path. It's the fog that's on the road in your life. And it's causing you not to see clear. It's causing you not to see ahead. It's causing you not to think clear enough, not to be able to focus or to concentrate, right? It's the mental fog that's in your way. So with that being said, man, you know, if you want to clear up that fog, right, when it comes to your life's path, you got to stop watching. It's just simple as that. You got to stop watching. That's the only way you can clear up that path in your life and get rid of that fog for good. It's going to take time, but you need to be patient with the process, because when you can see where you're going clearly and that fog is done away with, you can operate more efficiently. You can be excited for what is to come in your life. So that being said, make sure y'all rate the video for the algorithm. More content is to come. This is Warrior for Christ signing out, and peace.